All right, how you doing? I'm assuming that you found the Twitch channel, and I sent you over here to check out our beginner's guide to trading the forecast. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk through what everything means and how it works, and you can take snapshots along the way so that you can remember what lines mean what. And if you need if you're really new and you need a more in-depth look at what these indicators are, I made a video for each one. So if you're somebody who's brand new and you're just trying to figure things out, you may want to go back and view each one of those videos first, and then come back and see the whole overview once you understand what those are. So, first of all, are the EMAs that are part of the forecast. The yellow dot dash is the 20 EMA. The orange dot dash is the 50 EMA. The white dot dash is the 200 EMA. The solid green is the control EMA. That is the fast control EMA. Okay. And the solid red is the slow control EMA. Okay, so you may want to snapshot those. So let's go take a look over here. I'm actually in a trade. Right now. So we'll walk through this trade while I'm explaining it. So, so the forecast box on the left represents the condition of each one of those EMAs. So like the 20 EMAs are yellow dot dash, price action is below the 20. So that's a sell, a red. Price action is below the 50, which is the orange dot dash. So that's red. We're below the VWAP, which is right here. This is our VWAP, and the VWAP is red, so that's red. And our control EMAs crossed right here for a sell signal. So the sell signal came here. I entered right here on the confirmation candle. So once the control EMAs cross to go in the opposite direction, at the cross is your entry. So when the fast EMA crosses below the slow, when the forecast cloud is red or neutral and it's changing colors, that's your signal. And I took the short off the confirmation candle. So you wait one candle and then you go to the confirmation candle and you enter. And so now we're in a short, okay? So what happens is right here was the long. So the control EMAs were changed to green. This changed to green right here to go long. So your long would have been here on this candle. Well, you would have waited for confirmation, which would have been this candle, because you didn't have the green cloud yet. So you had to wait for the green cloud and then a confirmation, and you would probably enter right around the 20 EMA after you get your confirmation, okay? And then that was your long. And so what you'd use, the control EMAs and the forecast cloud dictate the entry point when they reverse positions, okay? When they reverse. So when the forecast cloud narrows up from a sell condition to a buy, when the forecast cloud is red, this means that there's more selling in this zone than buying. And as the cloud gets wider, that means there's more selling being pumped in. Then when it starts to narrow up, that means the buying is being reintroduced. And then it narrows up to the point where the buying now takes over, and that's your signal that you're in a long. So if your EMAs have crossed and you move to the forecast cloud that's now showing buying pressure or more buying in this zone than selling, then that's going to be where you enter the long. Okay. And so the long was there. And then we came up. This is Sunday night. So our first entry opportunity for Sunday night was right here at 7:08 Eastern Standard New York time. Okay. So we switched. We had we had to wait for the cross. See, the forecast changed to green, but there was no cross, so there's no trade. So it closed up. We got the cross, and then we got as soon as the red forecast cloud entered, I was able to get in on this candle, and I took the short. Okay, so the short is now working. Um, Now the VWAP, we're below the VWAP, and I also want to state that the VWAP shaded area is here because this is a very high volatility area. Okay, so this is your VWAP. I've programmed in the shaded area. Once the price action is inside of this shaded area, it'll turn the forecast box here on the left gray. And so what that'll mean is that there's no trade. There's no entry available. Anytime you see a gray zone in this box, that means there's no trade, no entry opportunity, okay? So that's how the VWAP works. That's how the control EMAs and the forecast work. Now let's talk about the regular EMAs. The regular EMAs are here to kind of designate exit zones. So I'm following the 50 EMA down with my stop. Right now, stochastics are pushing the price back down. Right here, we probably had an opportunity when the stochastics rolled over to add a contract. But as soon as you start adding contracts, you got to really tighten up your stop. So that's a more advanced conversation. And if you're brand new, let's not worry about that. But the stochastics are still pulling the price down. So I'm going to watch this cloud. If this cloud starts to get bigger, then I'm going to move my stop down to like the 20 EMA, and I'm going to sit there. But if the cloud starts to narrow and go red again, and stochastic keep pulling it down, then I'm just going to keep riding it, and I've got my take profit set at the 200 EMA. Okay, so that's your forecast cloud. So let me go through all the everything is now. This is a one-click strategy. Okay, so this is designed for you to be able to download NinjaTrader, be able to subscribe or upload the forecast strategy. In a few clicks, you'll be operating exactly the way you see on the screen. You don't really have to learn anything. You don't have to understand how everything works to the nth degree. All you have to do is just be able to work basic software and then load the strategy, and then just watch the beginner's guide and go in. You can follow along in the Twitch stream. So I'm hoping by the first of the year, I'll have it available for people to subscribe to if they wish. But otherwise, just following along and being part of the stream is free. You can set up basic indicators and follow along. So let me go through the forecast box. So the forecast box is designed to be able to be read while you're working. So the whole idea of the stream and me creating this is I work a corporate sales job that I hate, and I'm just trying to find a way to not be the corporate slave anymore. So what I did is I tried to find a way where people could learn quickly, and they didn't have to analyze everything happening on the screen at one time. You could actually view this out of the corner of your eye and know exactly what condition the chart is in. I also have an alert that alerts you when the EMAs are very close to crossing, so that you can watch to see if it confirms and get in. So that's the whole premise of the forecast is to help people have a chance to make extra money, or for their, if they're working from home, have an opportunity to learn how to trade quickly without really spending much money at all. And the other videos will go into more detail. So right now we're in a full-on short. The only thing that's above us is the 200 EMA. I'm sorry, the only thing the price is above is the 200 EMA, and we're going down to catch it. So what I'd like to do is probably set my take profit right there. And I'm going to probably pull down. I'm going to pull down because the forecast is closing up. I'm going to pull down my my stop loss. And we're just going to follow this trade down. We're in a winner. So even if what whale comes in and pushes us back up into the 20 EMA and it takes me out, it's still a winner, but we're just going to try and get the mileage here. And then once we get down and we take out, then we're going to watch it for it to roll back up and we're going to get in again on the same circumstances. So that's the basic explanation of how to read the forecast box and how to know where to take your entry. I'll also do a video on how to set up the automated ATM strategy. So everything you need will be right here. If you could like and subscribe, that would be much appreciated. And I hope to see you in the chat while we're trading. Thank you very much and have a good day.